Hi friends and welcome back to another video. Today it is day 78 on hashtag ASR 99 days data science challenge, and today in this video we are going to look at the linear regression algorithm with multiple variables. A linear regression with multiple variables is also known as the multiple linear regression or the MLR, which is a statistical technique that uses multiple variables to predict the outcome of a responsible variable. That is the variable that we are gonna predict. And now let's see how the equation for a multiple linear regression algorithm look like. So our output y, which will be equal to m1x plus m2x, and it goes on till mi, let's say x and plus c, where here c is our intercept, and here m1 m2 m3 are all the coefficients of that particular variable. So now let's take our example, that is the scenario in which we are predicting the scores of a student. So in the last video, that is on day 77, we took only the one variable, that is the number of hours a student studies, and then we got our equation to be y equals mx plus c. And now whereas in with multiple variables, let's say the student scores is also affected by the number of hours he spends to play and the number of hours he spends on social media. So here now we have three variables, that is our equation would be y equals m1x plus m2x plus m3x plus c, where this m1 will be the coefficient of hours, this m2 would be the coefficient of the playing time, and m3 would be the coefficient of the time he spends on social media. And now let's look at how this thing works while we use this in Jupyter Notebook. So here are our necessary libraries, and I am importing our data which is in an Excel file, and this is our data where we have four columns, that is the hours, playtime, the social media time, and the marks scored by the particular student. And in here these three columns, that is the hours, playtime, and social media time, are independent, whereas the marks is a dependent variable and it depends on all these three columns. And now let's perform the linear regression algorithm. So firstly we will create an object for it. So r equals, I will call the linear model module, so linear model dot, in which I will call the linear regression function, so linear regression function, and then we will fit this data set to our object. So in order to do that, we have to create two new variables, that is the x and y. So x would be my independent variables, they are the columns hours, the column playtime, and finally the column social media time. And then my variable y, which is the dependent variable, and it would be my column marks. Let's run this out, and now let's fit these two variables into my object. So r dot fit, and in which I will pass my variables x and y, and now we are good to go. So firstly let's look at the coefficients. So r dot coefficient underscore, and here are our coefficients. And now let's look at the intercept. So intercept underscore, and our intercept is comes out to be 136. And now let's predict the value. So r dot predict, where we have to pass in three values. They are the number of hours the student spends on reading, the number of hours the student spend on playing, and the number of hours the student spend on social media. So let's say the students spend 6.5 hours on studying and 2 hours in playing and 1 hour on social media, and it comes up to be he will score 64 marks. And now let's take this value and let's change the number of hours he spends on social media to 2, and here we can see that his marks are decreasing. And yeah, that's all for today in this video. And in this video we looked at how we deal with linear regression algorithm with multiple variables. Thanks for watching. Like the video, leave a comment down below, and let's meet on day 79.